I'm back.
Look at this dude.
So I'm gonna be talking about BYD today. And in two videos ago, I had made also a small video about BYD and my thoughts on it for 2025. And I'm coming back with a little bit of a better and a stronger video on BYD because I think this company has upside potential. That seems to be my motto. So BYD is a electric car company down in China. You can see here this China, Changfu Wang, whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna take you a little bit through this stock here, and as you can see, kind of around here is when those big tariffs hit. I think around this area is when I made the video about a strong buy for this. And as you can see, in about a week, we're up $13. And of course, everybody knows with these tariffs, everything in the U.S. has been going down. So I see a lot of people shifting to the European and to the Chinese markets, just staying out of the USA for now, basically putting everything on hold. Um, but yeah, this stock has pretty much been outperforming anything. It's the only foreign stock that I currently own. And I mean, this is why, up 15% in just 1 week. Today we're already up basically 1.5%. But yeah, I'm going to take you through this just a little bit, and can I explain why I'm still such a strong buy on this? So usually I like to start with the fear and greed. As you can see, we're at 21. I believe we have gone up in the past 2 weeks since I've made my last videos. You can see we're kind of getting that bounce back there. But yeah, I love using this indicator. Um, Even though everything is in extreme fear right now, it looks like we are starting to go on the upside a little bit here. Um, that's not to say, Trump can't come up tomorrow and say, hey, more tariffs, and, it goes back to, whatever. But great tool just to see the overall markets and how people are buying and selling. But to start this analysis, I've got their chart here. This is a 1 month, as you can see here. You can't see the one, but there it goes, 1 month. So I've got a pretty much an upside trend here. Um, and I mean, this is dating back all the way from Wednesday, April 20th of 2020. So this was like peak COVID. But as you can kind of see, the stock has just, um, kind of bounced around. We could draw a pretty good support line here, and bounce it off of that, and you can see it went under. But since we broke this new high or low here, I put my support here, and looks like we're getting ready to hit maybe one of these peaks here. We might see a little bit of drawback down here, back up, or best case scenario, we go above and we keep shooting up. Um, but as you can see, I mean, just this really strong push up. Um, and this is one of those stocks that I'm going to be watching. Definitely, maybe get some. Actually, I don't think you can place call or put options on these because it is foreign. But yeah, this analysis chart looks pretty good. We're just kind of waiting to see what is going to go from here. If we're going to see a um, something like this. I'll draw this out real quick. This is kind of what I'm seeing: up, down, up, and then we go up. So we could either potentially go back down or up. But we're just kind of seeing if we're going to break through right here, and if we break through them, I think we're just going to keep going up. So yeah, I kind of want to compare this to Tesla since it's the other leading electrical car company, and all these websites are basically saying how BYD is just outperforming Tesla right now. Of course, everybody knows Tesla stock is basically down 50% in like 2 weeks, which is absolutely nuts. Um, Although a lot of people do hear a lot of bad stuff about Tesla, they're still a pretty firm company. They're starting to work on robots and a lot more AI, whereas BYD is mainly just cars. But I think definitely down the road they can get more into that. But right now they're just focused on selling cars. Which you can find this article at Yahoo Finance. Um, you can see here they delivered 595,000. which was Wall Street basically didn't believe in them, and they topped it by 100,000. Um, we scroll down here, we can kind of see their sales here. BYD sold over 4.2 million, hitting a 4 mile milestone for the first time over one of the fully 41% over the increase, 41 year over year increase, which is astronomical. Um, and then we kind of go to comparing Tesla to BYD, which is kind of why I'm making this video, to show you that BYD is gonna be, the shit coming out into 2025. So this is basically just talking about how they've delivered, how many they delivered in 24, and obviously this is down from 2023, which is not that great, but that's okay, because here we go. Global, they're expected to grow 30% in 2025, reaching 15 million units. Okay, that's quite a bit of jump from 2024 and 2023. There's about 15 million cars. Um, you can see a market share rising from 13% to 16. That's about a 3%, which is still solid. So I'm going to bring you down here just a little bit more and show you some of the good stuff here. Internationally, BI is making significant strides with overseas, surging 72% over 400. So not only are they just based in China, but they're taking it into most countries, and I'll show you that in some of these other tabs I have here. But as you can see, surging globe sales are prompting legacy automakers to take bold action. For the first time, BYD placed Nissan, Honda, and Ford, which are kind of those main cars you see in the U.S. that are just reliable. They're just, I wouldn't say they're cheap, but just reliable. You can run them 250,000, 300. And then this is another pretty solid piece here. Zach's ranked it a strong buy, as to where he's got Tesla in a uh, hold right now. So he's holding Tesla but buying BYD, this electric car company. So I'm going to go to the next one here. This is just kind of going to show you what I'm talking about when I say they're international. Um, I mean, here's in Italy, this Chinese company talking in Italy. And not only that, we've got Guatemala. Oh my gosh, my scroller's messed up. And we've got Brazil here. Uh, and of course, like I said, more in China. But these really aren't bad looking cars at all. This kind of looks like an F-150, but they just put BYD in the front. But I mean, definitely looks like a Tesla, right? But they just throw BYD in the front. So here's some of their financial statements. I kind of show you their Q4. I mean, up 1.34. So I mean, it's a very steady growth here. Like they're doing well. You can see since September 24th, their net income growth is 71%. That's pretty great, as well as their sales and growth revenue just from September of 2020. That's not even a whole year, and they're up 30%, which is great. As a looking through for stocks and things like that, that's definitely some of the things that you want to see. So this is going to be some of the prices of this BYD. Um, I'm not too sure what this RMB means, but I guess that's their currency, maybe in China or something. But you can see USD, it's 32,800. We've got some, they kind of range. You can see a cheaper one is about 31. Medium range is about 36, 37, and then looks like their better ones are maybe about 40,000. And then down here, kind of just talks about their performance of their cars, which I mean seems to be pretty solid. Which I guess you can say that doesn't necessarily look like a Tesla just because the lights. But definitely, it's still like it's not an ugly car. People will drive this. Um, and then to compare it to Tesla, this is just the newest one they put out, and it's $35,000. So obviously BYD is a little bit cheaper, but I would say they're mostly in about the same price range. And then it's going to talk a little bit more about, you know, 0 to 60, just 5.3, you know, stuff that necessarily, as investors, we don't necessarily care too much about unless, you know, somebody were to buy or you have interest in buying. Um, and I think actually back here, I think their times actually beat Tesla. Let me see if I can't find a 6 or 4 point. Okay. Probably 62 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds. Okay, so that's 62 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. Let's see what Tesla's showing. 0 to 60 in 5.3. So, I mean, that's a pretty big jump. 0 to 60 in 5.3 compared to 3.9. So honestly, I mean, these cars are just better. As far as, you know, the big main concern with Tesla was, you know, the tires wearing out, batteries cost as much as the car, and then things like that. I'm not too sure about BYD as far as that goes. I think they're still a fairly new company, so people haven't really um, got to that point. And then I shouldn't say fairly new, but you know, it's just one of these stocks that is blowing up right now. So as time will come, you know, people will learn more about the cars and things like that. But yeah, for today, this is going to be my video on BYD. Um, and I basically explained to you why this is going to be a solid stock to buy for 2025. I can see it going up quite a bit, just because, like I said, it's overlapping Tesla right now. And like I said in my last video, imagine buying Tesla at 107 and riding it up till when it got to 400 and some odd dollars. So I think this is going to be a really good buy for everybody right now. Like I said, we've got tariffs going on in the U.S., so everything's dropping. Doesn't really know what it wants to do. So this would be a stock to really um, kind of balance out your portfolio, and keep your maxes or your um, I guess your losses to a maximum. Not a maximum, but just keep it even. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Just keep it balanced. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today.
Coming to you live from the city of Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.